Let's come to the reporting. So the platform has a reporting engine sitting behind, which is called the Cisco Unified Intelligence Center. This tool is used to make all real-time and historical reports over all channels, so from chat, email, as well as voice calls. It's a multi-tenant enabled platform, so that means we can shrink down the access right, who can see what kind of data, who can report on which entry points, on which agents, as an example. There are more than 100 predefined templates for the reporting available on the platform in order to find the corresponding KPIs for the business needs. There's an open Microsoft SQL database, which can be used also to extract the data and put them into an external data warehouse and enhance this data with, for example, CRM information. The reporting is built up into two things, which is called blue, the basic reporting, and red, the core-by-core reporting. Basically, in the basic reporting, we do have consolidated data. So that means every 15 minutes, the data is consolidated of the last 15 minutes, and it's displayed within a report in a row. Of course, we can then zoom in and zoom out. So that means we can go to a daily, weekly, or monthly sort order. So that means one line in the report can be a 15 minutes interval, a day, a week, a month. This enables the platform to be very powerful in the reporting, and that you can even report over the last years of the certain performance of the contact center. On top of that, we do have the core-by-core reporting. With core-by-core, we have the possibility not to see the 15 minutes interval, but also to see the details. So every call which comes in is one line in the report. So we can see the customer ANI, we can see the talk times, the queue times, the hold times, the wrap-up reasons, etc. All this information comes from the core-by-core reporting. As well, we do have dashboards. So for example, we have dashboards which we can put on a plasma screen or on a beamer on a PC with a web browser, and this data can then be shown to certain other people in the contact center. This report or this dashboard shows an example of the customer satisfaction. The core-by-core detailed reports look like this, that you have in every line as one single call. So you see here even the ANI of a certain caller, which you can filter on and can find out what happened to this certain call. Let's have a look on the system. What I first will start are the dashboards. So let's have a look on a dashboard. Here you can see a dashboard which has been created by a supervisor. Supervisors can create these dashboards on their own. So that means they can define if they want to see the data in a table view, in a pie chart, or in such an information like here before. Let's have a look on a satisfaction dashboard. So based on post-call surveys, we can report on these ones. Here's an example. We can see who called on which number and how he rated this our experience, which we can then display in such a information. Let's go to reports. So there are multiple reports on the system. I will show two of the reports at the moment. One is a real-time report, the other one is a historical report. Let's first have a look on the real-time information about the service level. When I select the report, I'm asked from which service I want to see the data. I can select from a list here, or I have even a pre-selected pre-configured. Here we can see over all media the current status. So at the moment, we see for the callbacks, chat and email, how many are queued, what is the service level, what is currently worked on from an agent perspective, and what's the oldest media in queue. We can enable thresholds here so that we can turn, for example, the service level in red, yellow, or green if necessary. Let's have a look on a historical report. Within the historical report, I'm asked what time frame would I like to report. I can either say today, yesterday, this week, and so on, or I can go and say a custom from and to date in order to report on the certain time frame. I can specify the time range, so I can say I only want to see calls from in the morning 8 a.m. to the evening 8 a.m. and also I can exclude certain days if necessary, for example the weekend. Then I'm asked for which entry point I would like to start the report. So for example for the self-services. Here you can see now a report. So you see the self-service itself with all 50 minutes intervals, the service levels, how many tasks have been offered and answered during this certain time frame. Down you see then the total overall for the whole list. You can export it. From here you can export it, for example, then to Excel and then work on further with this data.